1692 means we got shots fired, 4:15 ASF.
In the depths of horror, we will always find hope in the men and women who risk their lives for ours. We pray for the recovery of the injured and those injured officers who so bravely threw themselves into danger when duty called. And we grieve the loss of the law enforcement personnel who were killed in this vicious attack. Here on Earth, we are blessed to be surrounded by heroes.
All right, that was President Trump praising first responders in the wake of the worst mass shooting in U.S. history. Now, earlier this week, the Vegas Police Department released body cam footage from officers risking their lives, rushing toward the scene of the shooting. Just take a small look at this small sampling of what these officers do every single day. Take a look.
Go that way, go that way, go that way. Hey, they're shooting right at us, guys. Everybody stay down. Stay down. Where's it at? North of the Mandalay Bay. It's coming out of a window.
And joining us now, Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Officer Brady Cook. He was shot Sunday night. It was just his second day on the job. Also joining us is Officer Cook's partner, Officer Josh Haynes. Guys, good to see you, Officer Cook. I guess that's one way of saying welcome to the force. We're glad you're here. Baptism by fire. I know you police officers know the risk. I'm sure you and your family did not expect that.
No, I didn't expect it, but it's what I signed up for. When stuff goes down, I want to be there to face evil and protect the good, innocent people that need it.
Yeah. You know, I know it's an amazing thing, and I've had a chance over the years. I interviewed a lot of military guys. I spoke with a couple of the people that were shot in the hospital yesterday. And describe the scene, the situation, what you were doing, when you got shot, what you felt, and take us from there till you got to the hospital and the nature of your injury.
Well, we responded to the active shooter call. At first we had no idea where the shooting was coming from. We got reports that it was coming from in the festival, then outside the festival, then actually at the Mandalay Bay. So we responded to the call down Las Vegas Boulevard. We got out of the vehicle. There was already some patrol cars there. We parked, we took cover, we got out in a rain of gunfire. All you could see around us was the cement just pop, 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 with the just rounds hitting the ground. We took some cover behind the patrol cars. We actually drew the fire off of the crowd so that other people could get out. And in the midst of all that, trying to find the gunfire, I ended up getting hit. And
tell us about your injury. Where'd you get hit?
He grabbed me and we got out there. We ran down Las Vegas Boulevard. The shooter traced us. I don't know how we didn't get shot more. He was tracing us with gunfire. He ended up ripping my shirt off to see where I was hit. We ended up keep going and getting a patrol car, stealing a patrol car, and he rushed me to the hospital.
Where did you get hit, and what did it feel like?
When I got hit, I went in. It was kind of weird, the whole shooting being in a rain of gunfire. I wasn't scared at all. I had adrenaline going. I didn't even feel the gunshot hit me. I just noticed my arm turn into a noodle. It went completely limp, and I just saw blood gushing everywhere.
Wow. You know, it's amazing how many people tell me they didn't even know because of the environment, the adrenaline, as you say. They don't even feel to get hit, but then they look and they're like, wow, what happened here? Officer Haynes, tell us what happened on your end.
You know, when that shooting took place, we were doing a foot patrol halfway up the strip in a different area. So we traveled down the strip about a mile rolling code, which means, you know, lights and sirens, whipping through the traffic just to get there. And when we arrived, you know, my first thought was to make sure that we did take cover. We didn't know where the rounds were coming from. We actually thought that it was two shooters at the time, one inside the Route 91 concert and then one outside at Mandalay Bay. And by the time we realized exactly where the rounds were coming from, you know, the rounds were coming down like raindrops. There was so many impact points that all we could do was try to hunker down. At one point, you know, Brady asked me, hey, where are the rounds coming from? And almost immediately thereafter, that's when he was hit. And at that point, you know, my only concern was to make sure that he got the care he needed, because there was no way we could bring medical into that range of fire for the shooter.
When you saw his injury, Officer
out.
Haynes, when you saw the injury and he said his arm felt like a noodle, and you're looking at it, how bad did you think it was, and how nervous were you just looking at it?
You know, initially, I saw the initial impact, and I thought it was an arm. When I stripped his shirt and I pulled his vest off, I could see 2 impact points. There was one under the arm, and then it looked like there was a second one going through the chest. I tried, you know, the intention was to put a tourniquet on his arm, but I realized that time was an issue because of that second bullet wound. I was concerned that he had a lung injury, and at that point,
oh boy,
it was a matter of minutes. So, you know, the tourniquet was not an option anymore, and I knew I just had to get him to a trauma center.
Good for you. Officer Cook, amazing story. We're glad you're safe. We wish you a speedy, speedy recovery. And Officer Haynes, thank you for what you did for your partner and for what you both do for the city of Vegas every night. Thank you both.
Thank you, sir.